you gonna do when the floods have come in an underground city? As above, you know it is below. Everything is written on the wall. As above, so below. So below.
Well, we're taking it. It is a world exclusive here in the Moose, and we'll hold on. And that is Martin Metcalfe. He's my guest from the Howwood. Used to be the Howwood Inn, but it is now the boarding house, and very nice acoustic venue, Martin. I have to
Lovely,
say,
yeah, really
lovely
nice.
atmosphere. It's going to be a really intimate gig
Yep.
this evening. We were talking, if you just joined us, we were talking about Martin and his new collaboration, as well as his new single with Richard Jobson, no less, of the Skids. And you're going to have to get used to this, Martin Metcalfe of the Skids.
Of the Skids
as
yeah,
well.
Yeah.
It kind of rolls off the tongue quite well, eh?
Well, it rolls off my tongue very well. I like it.
So what was the gig like, the first Skids
The first
gig?
gig was a bit chaotic, yeah.
Aye,
As you can imagine, it was the first. We were double headlining with a band called From the Jam, who play the Jam catalogue, and one original member of the Jam's in there.
I know
Bruce
the
Foxton.
band, yeah.
So the pair of us bands, the Skids, my
Yeah.
band, the Skids, and From the Jam.
That's your band.
Well, it was the first day, so and it was pouring with rain, and everyone was running late.
Oh, was
and
that
we barely
outdoors
got?
then?
No, it wasn't. But it felt like it. We barely got a sound check. It was just a bit crazy, you know, and difficult. But saying that, the audience were amazing.
Yeah.
Just really, when you sing into the valley and they give you the ahoys back, if you've got a good audience, it's just a complete buzz, you know.
Yeah, and if you're standing on the terraces of Dunfermline Athletic,
Yes.
and Into the Valley comes on, that's a buzz in itself
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
So yeah, Richard Jobson, yourself, tell us again, because we've refreshed the audience, tell us again about the show tonight.
The show tonight is based around Richard's current novel about a tragic love affair that he had in 1979 in Berlin,
Right.
when the wall was still there, obviously,
Right.
and just a couple of years after Boy had left. And you know, it's a lovely story and a poetically written book, really fantastic. And I think he's almost sold out of them, you know, the first print, but they're on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
And so he's reading from the book, and I'm making ambient noises underneath these readings, and and then we also pepper it with songs, a couple of songs that are, you know, that chime with the time and the sort of feeling of Berlin at that point, and a few, you know, classic Skid songs, and I'm doing a couple of one Mackenzie song and a couple of Filthy Tongues songs.
Yeah. Nice.
So it's a kind of, it's a variety show.
Yeah.
By two people.
Yeah. And
so yeah.
So must be a bit of theatre involved in it as well.
Well, Richard's, you know, he trained as an actor
Oh,
for a while
yeah.
after the Skids broke up, I think, or during,
Yeah,
towards
yeah.
the end of it.
Yeah,
He went to
he was treading the boards for a while.
yeah,
there, wasn't he?
and he went to Northern Ireland to study. I think he
Yeah.
got into a drama college there, I think, for a while.
Very
And
cool.
so Richard is a great, narrator, as well as being a fantastic storyteller, which are two related things but
Yeah.
different. So he tells stories about his life in the Skids as well.
Yeah.
I mean, really, I'm kind of a sideman in this show, you know, but I'm quite a happy sideman, you know. I enjoy the stories, and I definitely enjoy the
Yeah.
book reading part of it. That's lovely.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what Richard and I do
Yeah.
on our time off, days off.
Have you got many of those?
We've done
Doesn't seem so.
2 weeks ago, when the last time a storm came to Edinburgh,
Ah.
a weather warning was here.
Yeah.
We did 4 gigs that weekend,
Yeah.
and we had to drive from round about here almost to Glasgow.
And you've got a few more. You've got a few more in this run as well.
Well,
yeah.
we were going to do Dundee tomorrow, but I think Dundee's probably going to be postponed because of the deadly circumstances up there. You know, and the roads are closed.
Aye, the
trains
East
are
Coast
stopped.
has really hit it hard. It's been
Trains
hit
are
hard.
stopped. The buses are stopped. The roads
Yeah.
are.
Oof.
I mean, there's fallen trees. There's
Yeah.
flooding. There's all sorts of things.
Oh, well.
So I think
sympathies to everybody,
yeah.
and I'm sorry about the gig
yeah, no,
as
it's
well.
terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're going to be doing that tomorrow, unfortunately. And then
So,
we're doing.
well, this isn't going to stop the momentum of the Filthy Tongues.
Not at all. We're out next week, so
Where are you
We're
off to
doing-
next week?
next week we're doing. I can't remember the venue. It's in Kirkcaldy. I'm sure
Yeah.
Kirkcaldy's not that big. You probably can find it.
Aye.
George Theatre, maybe something like that.
Nah,
Is that
yeah,
right?
they've just done up all the theatre.
I think the George, I think it's called, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, it's a beautiful venue.
And Falkirk,
Yeah,
and a place that has been known as the warehouse,
yeah.
the temple, and I think it's now called the depot.
Okay.
But if you know, so we're on there tomorrow. Sold well there.
Tomorrow.
Not tomorrow. What am I talking about? Richard and I are doing nothing tomorrow. We're unemployed tomorrow. Sorry, that's next Friday.
Yeah.
So that's Friday the 27th. And Saturday the 28th, Finn and I are off down to Leicester to play with the Skids
Cool.
on the train.
Cool.
Then the following week, we're in Wolverhampton with the Skids, and then another day that, I think. I kind of get lost, you know.
Yeah.
And then about a week or so after that, we're in Brighton at the latest music bar, which is the 2nd of November.
Is that Filthy Tongues or?
Filthy Tongues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know it can get confusing talking to me.
Yeah.
Confuse myself.
Well, best place to find all the information on Martin Metcalfe now.
It would be, I suppose, the easiest thing to do would be go to either filthytongues.com
Yeah.
or bandsintown.com.
Yeah.
Find the Filthy Tongues there.
Yeah.
But filthytongues.com is where you'll find the dates and the tickets.
Okay.
But it says this site is not secure
Oh.
on it, so don't let that frighten you, because
That
there's
doesn't
nothing
frighten
going on.
No.
It just means we don't have some kind of
The
weird,
whole world will just know that you've got cookies on it. So I'm told.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like
No, it'll be fine. Filthy Tongues, say that again for us, please.
filthytongues.com.
And before we let you get back to the rock and roll business of this evening, we have to, because Goodbye Mr. Mackenzie do the odd gig now again as well.
We
don't they?
reformed in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then just as we were ready to, we were just so excited by that that we were going to go blast on into 2020.
Yeah,
And guess what
yeah.
happened?
The 30th anniversary must be covered round as well.
Of the band or
Yeah,
the
yeah,
album. I'll
yeah.
tell you what, actually, the 40th anniversary
40th, Jesus.
is coming round. It's actually now. This is it. Wait, the band became Goodbye Mr. Mackenzie, I think, in 1983. Shirley
Yeah.
became part of the band that
Yeah.
year.
Do you ever
But
see Shirley? She come home at
No,
all?
she's in Los Angeles.
She occasionally says nice things on these streams and stuff like
Oh,
this as well.
great.
I
great,
know,
great.
it'd give me a buzz actually. It's lovely.
Mm.
It'd be lovely to see her again. So send us out, Shirley. as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. We love you, Shirley.
We do love you, Shirley. She was always a lovable character. That, you know, without giving too much away about the band's politics, and we had a great time at that time.
Yeah.
You were bubbling under. It was like, this one's going to be the one. And unfortunately, there was one or two other people at that time that just missed out on the big hit as well. Although Rattling Boy was a big hit in this little country.
In this little country, yeah, for
And
sure.
in this big heart. It was a great. And I still play it from time to time as well, just to bring back that whole time that was going on there.
It gets played on Six Music, believe it or not.
Aye.
You know, I wouldn't say
Well, no,
frequently, but
no, I've seen it popping away.
McConey played it just 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And Steve O'Mac plays it. So
And I remember Shirley was, at that time, she is the most keen to be a rock star of anybody that I had met at that whole time. And there she is. She got to be, she got it. Yeah. Bless her heart.
Bless her.
So, that's us. Goodbye, Mr. Mackenzie. All caught up with Martin Metcalfe. Martin out on the road just now with Richard Jobson, no less, and the Skids. Martin Metcalfe of the Skids. Goodbye, Mr. Mackenzie, and the Filthy Tongues. Thank you very much. Can I play the single again, seeing it's a total exclusive?
Of course you can, yeah.
That's us. We'll let you get back to the gig.
Cheers,
This is
Rob.
Underground City, Filthy Tongues.